Hello and welcome to No Outside Food Allowed, episode 13. Ooh. We're a group of entertainment junkies here to discuss movies, games, TV, and more. Today we're going to be talking Westworld Season 2. We'll give you our review of A Quiet Place, plus Sam's quiz from last week that we kind of skipped over. And then our main topic today is why being successful brings so many haters. My name's Adam. Today I'll be Duke, the field leader of my G.I. Joes here.
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
Got Sam Lynn with me.
I have to be Cobra Commander. I love that. Cobra!
I was going to say
G.I. Joe
voice.
Chris Felix.
Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I know somebody's going there. Eddie?
I don't know.
You're the guy with the parrot.
Oh man, I was totally going to say shipwreck.
I'm shipwrecked. That's the only one I
Comedy
remember.
alone, I was going to choose
Besides Snake
shipwreck.
Eyes. No, what's the evil ninja? White Shadow or
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow?
Yeah.
I'll
There
be
you
that.
go.
That's Cobra.
I don't give a fuck.
That's cool.
Fine.
High five to Cobra.
Fine.
That leaves Gagne.
I'm going to be roadblocked just for the sheer entertainment value of him too. Like he was just, oh god, the stereotypes on that.
Yeah.
So good.
So what's up, guys? What have you been doing this week?
Writing music.
Felix wrote some sweet opening music for us.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Melt your
It was
ears.
pretty mega, man.
Mega like a man.
Yeah.
And like a
man.
little blue
It's really
mega
good.
man. It's good.
Hint, hint,
Definitely drew some inspiration from this. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was totally awesome.
let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to work on this. So I'm actually not done with it. This is like, good for now, but I do want to improve upon it more. So I'll definitely be having some updates as
It's our
time
first
goes on.
foray into sound effects. So yes, sweet.
He's an artist.
Well, from
so
what
you
I
gotta
heard
give him
so
time.
far, I really do enjoy it, and I want to thank you for your hard work.
Well, thank you, sir.
Lame. No.
Give Felix
That's why you're on the other side of the table.
That's why he's part of Cobra.
It was criticism, right?
I don't know. I wasn't talking about his music. His music is awesome. I was talking about him complimenting him.
It's okay. I love it all. But Gagne, you went comic shopping. What'd you buy?
Oh, the comic shop. Yeah.
I bought Invincible
Yes.
on Eddie's recommendation.
Nice.
So, and I felt the need to at least start the collection by supporting a local little comic store here in town called Pegasus Books. And went shopping. I picked up the first 2 volumes of that, and then first issue of Doomsday Clock. So
Oh, nice.
I have that.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the artwork just alone, like I just peeked in and I was like, felt like a kid again.
Gotta
Just
pick
like,
this one up.
I forgot how much excitement you get out of that. The cover alone just hooked me, seeing Rorschach with the Batman Superman emblems on his face, and
How was the comic shop itself? Mom and pop vibe? How did it look?
it's good. Stocked to the to the rafters with all kinds of stuff, figurines and books and actual games. A lot of different things that I could have probably stayed in there a long time, but we were heading to a movie, and I duped my wife into walking in there. I was like, "Oh, hey, look what we just walked by."
Like, it's so close.
I didn't
Coincidence.
park here and plan this at all.
Perfect.
But-
Perfect.
Didn't look this up before the movie and check times and
Yeah.
travel distance.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it
my
was-
biggest
it was
weakness
fun.
is the figurines. Every time I go to the comic book store,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta step away. I can't be close
They're
to you
all so
guys.
cool.
I can't do it. Too much money.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, they're-
I'm with you.
They're beautiful, but it's too much money for a paperweight.
Unless you got equally as much money for like display cases.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I say this having a giant Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4
Of course.
sitting on my
Well, we all have some special edition, statues that we have
I got
the
rid of
weakness
so
for.
many of my things, dude. I had a Master Chief helmet from like the Halo 3 collection. I had the statue from Halo Reach, which had like all the figurines on
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
What the hell? I had so many.
I didn't. Yeah.
dude,
My friend gave me a like 4-foot statue for what was the mech game that came out for
Titanfall?
Xbox? Titanfall, yeah, for like the
Jesus,
special
that thing
edition
was
thing.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
that thing?
gigantic.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I might give that away to somebody because it's like it's massive. It's awesome though, but I just wasn't like a super
I
fan
had
of
a
the game.
pair of night vision goggles from Call of Duty World. What was it? World War II? Not World War II.
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. It came with a pair of night vision goggles that actually worked. Not
Right.
any of you guys
Wow.
actually came
Nice.
over, but I
That's pretty legit.
drunkenly tested those things
Oh,
out
of
so
course.
many times. Like, just like roaming around my apartments with my friends, just like in the middle of the
Your
night.
apartment,
Hello.
sure.
Some back alley. I don't know. I was somewhere.
Well,
was
it's
drunk.
Vegas.
It was
you pick
dark
any back
outside.
alley you want.
He was drunk. Don't judge him.
It was dark outside. I had a pair of night vision goggles.
Dude, I still have my
Sweet for paintball.
like this tall ass statue of Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War 3. I was like,
nice.
oh, I had to buy it. Like, it's the last game for the Xbox, right? And I was like, I have to commit. I'm already here. Been for the full journey.
I'm surprised that I haven't seen any like special edition Kratos statues for God of War.
Yeah, no, they're doing the whole PlayStation thing instead, I guess. Like the
special edition PlayStation. Bastards! I already have one of those.
My Wrath of the Lich King special edition it looks almost like a spell book. You know, it sits there inside of it. It has all the cool shit like the soundtrack, blah blah blah. Spend an extra like $40-$50 on it. I opened it, pulled out the discs because at the time they sold the discs.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah. And then I never opened
You're like,
it
it's
again.
cool.
I was like, flip through the art book. I'm like, yeah, I can see this in game.
That's ridiculous.
It does have a good soundtrack too, but I never opened it.
You're gonna play a game soundtrack, cruising to work. Maybe
I actually
Meg-
did.
only Mega
The
Man-
Witcher
Mega Man.
3 came with the soundtrack, and I actually listened to the whole thing. It was actually really good.
You know, what's awesome about The Witcher is they give you all that stuff for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Like I really enjoyed that game because
They
they
appreciated
gave some
their fans.
fan service to them to their fans.
They
Obviously,
had,
'cause-
that note that they put in it,
yeah.
showing appreciation. Yeah, and their music's good for if you're playing D&D for your background music. It's pretty
There
good.
you go. Set the ambiance.
Yeah.
We should one of these days start a little D&D for our group.
No, don't threaten me with a good time.
I love D&D.
So I don't have to.
That means
have all the books.
Gani has to fly out every other weekend to
for
play
fifth
D&D
edition,
with
yeah.
us. We'll pick
Start writing
you.
this off as a business expense, right?
Right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait, we're making money.
Yeah, we can write off stuff.
No, we're not. You just show a business and a loss. That's all you have to beat the tax system.
we just run in the negative. That's all.
We know great
Exactly.
business. We know great business.
Hey,
No,
man, I
all the
look at
best
Schedule C's all day. You just show no profit and you don't pay any taxes.
That's right.
So, not that we're making any profit.
Hang on, Gandhi. What we'll do is we'll make a pie chart, right? We'll show lots of profit, but draw a smiley face in the friendship section. Like, hey, at least we're happy. You know, we're all here.
As you can see on this chart, we are in the red. After Black
Hey,
Friday,
for 12 episodes, we're only in the red by very little. We're less than $10 an episode, so I think we're doing pretty good.
after Black Friday, we're still in the red. We need to figure this out.
It's too much to buy on Black Friday.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's jump into movies. I know
Let's
you
do
all,
this.
A Quiet Place. You all saw it besides me. I've been working my butt off, but this movie's got me pretty excited. I'm hoping you guys have favorable reviews, and it doesn't have like an M. Night Shyamalan ending. Go.
That was an unnecessary dig at
I'll go
Mr.
first.
Shyamalan.
That was a knife. There's a little knife there.
Well, so yeah, I saw it, and walking out of it initially, I was good. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time, but I started just questioning a lot of things. But slept on it, and in the end, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed it. I think it has an amazing ambiance. The sound design in this movie is fantastic. Like,
Is there dialogue?
very little.
Yes.
Very little.
There is.
But what's great about the movie, though, the sound design, is that it really makes you feel a part of the movie because it's so silent that every move you make, everybody in the theater hears.
Right.
Like, I picked up
Right,
my
the
soda
crunch,
and
crunch,
it just like
crunch.
rattled, and I'm like, oh
Right.
shit.
You guys didn't do that?
I was cracking up at the
Funny.
beginning because it was like completely silent. And this lady over here, she kept like, she was all the way on the other side of the aisle, but she kept kicking some metal thing or like adjusting her seat, and you
Yeah.
could hear like it sounded so fucking loud, and I was like laughing into my hand because I didn't want to make more noise.
Yeah, and that's what was so good about it, is it really immerses you in it because you feel what the cast is
man.
feeling.
Right.
And another great effect that they did was one of the family members, a young girl, she wears a hearing aid. So whenever it would focus on her, it would just go to dead silence. So you'd put yourself in her shoes, and then it would constantly go back and forth between her perspective and the rest of the family's perspective. So you could
Okay,
hear the
interesting.
ambient sound and
And then it would go to like,
yeah,
Just
and
nothing, nothing?
whenever the slightest sound actually happened, it makes you jump because you're just like trying to be so silent yourself, and you're hoping that
Exactly,
they stay silent.
exactly,
So
dude.
the slightest like pin drop is just like there's one point where all of us were just like leaning forward, like holding
Yes,
our
we were all
mouths shut.
tense. I can't tell you what
So
happened.
good.
I can't tell you what happened.
Our buddy Kevin was the only person I saw jumped in the movie.
I jumped in the movie.
He almost made me
Did you?
jump because he's sitting next to me, and he just like, I was like,
You're about to swing at it?
no, just like what the
he
fuck?
surprised you and you jumped.
Yeah, it's like I really enjoyed this movie. It was like less scary, more
Suspense
tense,
thriller?
suspenseful.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I like to ham it up like I'm scared of them or something. And but it's more like they're just dumb most of the time. To me, I know people out there love
like
them.
they used to.
You know, and well, I mean, they're like schlocky, right? And like even the end of I think the end of this movie kind of suffers like the same way a lot of horror movies that have a finality. I don't want to spoil anything of it, but it's like, oh, okay, I could see that happening from the very beginning. And you know,
What's your score?
oh, 8.5. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time, and it was super tense, man. I mean, you're there, you're like I said, it's like everything's quiet. You feel it, man. Like, it fucking sucks.
So what I saw was that the actor John Krasinski actually directed this movie as well.
Yes.
Yep.
And
This is his
Andy
first
wrote
attempt,
it.
right? Andy wrote it. Can you tell like he was first time director, or was this like actually like
No.
a really good outing?
He directed before in
Did he?
The Office itself.
Okay, an episode.
So yeah, he directed a couple episodes there, and this is like his big film debut as director,
Right.
per se. But it was cool to see the chemistry between him and his wife. Just knowing that they put everything into the film, like you can tell there was a lot of thoughtfulness to the film itself. It takes place on a farm. It's not a big spoiler, but just the idea of knowing that it takes place on a farm where it's such an open field and there's noises and the plot, the build up, like the whole time you're sitting there watching it, right? You're invested with these characters, and you're like, man, because like even from the beginning, you can tell the pacing of the film how it's gonna go, and you're like, damn, this film's gonna be fun.
But it's still surprising.
Oh, definitely, dude. I really enjoyed it because just the fact that it's in such a big open space, and the idea of they have to go out and find food, but also survive without making a lot of noise. Like it's a lot to take in and process. But just the way he filmed it, the transition itself, like I really had a good time. And there are points in the movie you're watching, you're like, oh no, like you're holding on, you're like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. You know, like it keeps you guessing on what's going to happen next. So I definitely rank it up there, like 8.5 for me.
Okay, makes sense. I got Rotten Tomatoes at 86% for the audience, so you guys are right around there. What about you, Gunny?
Same. I'd say about 8.5. I think while in the film, I was having such an amazing time that I didn't really want to dissect certain things. But thinking with Felix, without really putting spoilers out there and saying some of the problems I did have with it, it just puts you in the movie so well. The sound, I mean, what Felix said about it too is just it makes you feel tense. You don't want to make popcorn sounds. Like you don't want to make, you don't want to move because you're afraid of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's just, I was impressed. I mean, Krasinski's actually directed like a romantic comedy before as well. And it was a romantic comedy. I don't feel like there's much technical aspect to that, but
Right.
in this, like there was so many beautiful shots, and like it just, the way it was done was very eerie, and you felt enclosed in a lot of the rooms that they were in some of these shots, and it just,
Very true.
it was really well done. So yeah, story-wise, there's a couple parts where you're just kind of like, but you kind of forgive that because of how well the film is put together and how intense it is, and I like when they tell, I guess for all intents and purposes, like an alien, right? Like invasion, some type of thing that happens that creates this, and I like when they tell those stories that don't have to be this worldwide like phenomenon of we've solved the problem and the aliens are gone, and you can focus on like one family in a small town and just their story in this bigger story of what's going on. So
And they're
I
trying to
enjoyed that.
survive. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And it was I was impressed. I have a man crush on John Krasinski. I think he's awesome.
got
Can't
a
wait
sweet
to
beard,
see
too.
Jack Ryan, and I can't wait to see what this guy does next. He's
Oh,
he's
definitely.
impressive.
I loved him in the 13th Hour.
Oh yeah, that movie's fantastic.
The one
Michael Bay.
The one nitpicky thing I want to mention was when it's in the trailer, so they're playing Monopoly, right? And they have all the parts are foam or like
Or
soft
yawn.
thing,
Right. Yep.
Except for the dice. Like they literally have like those dice that from Cars you can go and get one off
Like
of
foam
dice or something like what?
What do they roll the dice into?
They're rolling it onto like a little carpeted or yarned.
What if they hit each other? Do they
that's
roll
what
them one
I'm
at a
saying.
time?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's like the loudest thing ever. If you've ever played a D&D game, that shit is fucking loud.
Well, you want to hear it in D&D. You're like,
Oh, blah, I got 66. Blah, 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 But anyway,
But I definitely want to say it felt original. Like the concept itself was very original. Trying to stay
is
quiet.
this
the whole time.
his first outing as a writer?
I don't know.
Not sure about that.
I'll have to check that out. I'm excited
He
because
wrote it with 2 other guys too.
Yeah.
There were 3 writers credited on it.
But you definitely got to check it out, Adam.
was it like Alien, the first one, where you kind of have that more suspenseful part, and then the alien comes in later as kind of a lesser
Kind of,
thing,
but like I still think Alien is scary.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's real terror because of the situation she's in. This one's kind of,
to be fair, it's more of what's that one M. Night Shyamalan movie where the water
say
hurts
M. Night Shyamalan.
No, where the water hurts the aliens.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's Signs.
It's actually funny enough. I was going to mention that the ending sort of reminds me of, without really spoiling it. I mean, it's not directly the same, but there's very similar aspects to it. The way the movie wraps up, that it really took me back to Signs a little
That's what I'm
bit.
saying.
it's just.
It's like that aha moment.
It's a horror movie thing. It's like, oh, we figured
It's
out.
got to come from somewhere.
This is the boss's
But the thing
weakness.
is, that suspense, like
Bullets.
actual like
Exactly.
suspense, and keep you wondering what's going on, like that. Like, oh man, they're running through the field and stuff. That's how it felt, like a little bit Sign-ish.
Brings you to their point of view, though.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
You guys think people should see it in theaters?
Absolutely.
Oh, you
That's
have to
actually-
for the sound.
Yeah.
For the
That's
sound
my
alone.
one point. If anything, watch this in theaters for the experience alone, because, like I said, the audio is so effective that it's not going to be the same watching at home, because any car could drive by, kids are yelling, whatever, anything could pass by, it ruins it. Being immersed in a theater where it's dead silent. I've never been in a movie where everybody shut up like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Everybody was so quiet and silent.
No
They
one
knew
was
exact
using a
opposite
touching
of,
phone.
like, yeah, the
no one
usual
touched their
movie.
goddamn phone at all. Everyone put the phone down and actually paid
Nobody's
attention.
chit-chatting. Nobody's...
No
Lucky you guys.
jokes, no jokes cracked, nothing.
I had this old couple who, like, the husband was explaining the movie to the wife. Wow.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Oh, no.
That's the worst.
It was-
But
In a silent movie, just to hear the plot as it goes. Like,
What's going on? He's shot. He's shot.
yeah.
he made noise, and the alien is coming to get him.
yeah.
What?
Why is she crying?
I don't get
Watch
it.
the movie,
Are you
Doris.
fucking watching this movie? We're right here.
Overall, to sum it up, though, definitely, absolutely check it out in theaters. I think this is a great horror movie. It does kind of fail to some traditional horror cliche tropes by the end of the movie, I would say, which is some of my biggest gripes. But overall, you want just a good, fun experience. Go with friends, too. This is definitely a fun movie to watch in theaters with friends.
Because I really appreciate
Thanks
the
for the
editing,
invite.
like you said.
Oh, sorry. You had to
Well,
do
they
the job
do a
thing.
lot of that shocky, like, loud score.
Yeah.
When it goes from complete silence to, like, really, like, loud and trying to scare you when nothing's really happening. Like,
Yeah.
they do that a couple times in the film. And you're like, okay, that's that typical
Yeah,
horror.
Yeah, it has
That's
to be done.
shock
That was
value.
another thing that I don't know if it would have added to the movie or taken away if they would have did like completely no score, just like absolute
Just
silence.
silent the whole
Because
time.
it started that way,
Yeah.
where it didn't have the score going, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Yes.
Well, cool. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Who wants to see it again?
I'm down.
I'd see it again if I get
All
a
right.
chance.
There
I
you
still
go.
got other movies to catch up on.
Yeah.
I still got to watch Ready Player One and Pacific Rim. And then Rampage comes out like next week, I think, too.
And Super Troopers too.
420.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Rampage got bumped up like a week. So it comes out like the week before.
Oh, it's coming out a week before now?
Yeah, because they got out of the way of the Avengers. Because the
Right,
Avengers
right.
comes out like the week after that. So it's Rampage,
Yeah,
Super
Rampage is-
Troopers, and then Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Good lineup coming.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely,
Nice. But that's all big screen. Let's talk about small screen.
Yes.
And HBO's upcoming Shogun World. I mean, Westworld too.
Westworld Dose.
Yeah.
How many times have you died?
Comes out on April 22nd. Coming up pretty quick. Promote the show. HBO's been doing some really cool, advertising. Throwing in some decoding binary and
It
hidden
feels
websites.
like Lost all
and-
over again, dude.
I know. I was gonna say that. Like, what do you guys think about this advertising? Like, it's pretty.
Hang on, I'll
You think it's clever, or do you
I'll
think
let
it's just
Gandhi
like
go
too much?
first.
While I'm not clever enough to realize that was binary code, I'm impressed that the people who did catch that.
somebody did.
I think I'm more impressed that they were like, let's do that and see if anybody does, can figure this out. I mean,
Right. Right.
that's pretty impressive. The trailer is just, it's beautiful. It's a piece of artwork. When they make trailers these days, I feel like they make them with the intention of like, okay, we're going to keep you satisfied by watching this thing over and over until we finally air the show or the movie. And
they give you all the good highlights.
And the music. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is the best
Dude.
part of this trailer, to be honest, in my point. It was heart-shaped
Heart-shaped
box,
box, yeah.
cover, and some old piano version of it. It was amazing.
It won me over just hearing the piano because, like, I feel like Westworld's the only show that really does the piano justice when they mix the modern with the old.
And they've done it quite a few times,
Dude, so many times.
And every time I'm like, where do I know that song from? And then it hits me, and I'm like, holy shit! That's
season
whatever.
1. Okay, the prime example, Painted Black, right? Piano version during the shootout, so brilliant.
Yeah.
Slow mo. I was like, you have my heart. You have my heart, Westworld. You have it. Just take it.
HBO does a hell of a job. Super excited for this season.
Did you guys all watch the first season?
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Religiously, the Men in Black.
I need to watch it again, to be honest. At least the finale, just so I could see the turnaround from the good white hat to black hat, Man in Black.
Man in Black.
These violent delights.
My favorite thing is watching, the good guy become bad. What turns people, to the villain. And this was just like such a cool way to do it. And
So when you guys saw the trailer for Westworld, did the unfinished host freak you out?
I thought that was awesome.
Oh,
Man, that was such a
Love
smart
the
That was
design.
one of the coolest shots in the trailer, I thought.
That design was awesome. It
Dude,
looks so good.
It's so creepy. Like knowing the host being self-conscious is cool, right? But seeing that host with no face and like you can't tell his emotion or it's an agenda. You just know it's gonna kill you. It's like a Terminator.
Yeah,
coming
totally a
for you
Terminator.
big time.
That's the stuff that scares me. It's stuff that's like human-like but not human, and it's just gonna come and get you, like alien stuff, whatever. It doesn't really bother me because it's
But the
obviously
humanoid
like
shit
animatronic. But
is
stuff
terrifying.
that looks like me, but like a fucked up, deformed monster version of me, that's scary stuff to me.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit like of it's got like a Silent Hill look to it, where it's just like faceless figures
Oh,
that look
totally.
human.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what that reminded me of.
Yeah, like those, they had the nurses that had kind of the blank face. They would just kind of turn weirdly.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
kind of
Stuff like that's what freaks me out.
Yeah.
That like resembles a human, but it's obviously not. That bothers the hell out of me.
Dude, plus the fact that they're going to include a little more samurai world, I think that's going to be such an amazing touch this season, just to see that aspect.
I can't wait to see that Shogun World, man. It'll be awesome.
Oh, dude.
And it's one of 5 parks, I think they said.
Oh, 105?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna jump
Oh,
around from place
snap.
to place, so we're not gonna be limited to just one world, and that's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Oh,
exciting.
crap, dude. That's
Well, I imagine
great.
that all the parks are going to come self-aware, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to eventually have to storm the
So-
middle of the.
So are
the
they going to
park.
have Jurassic Park?
That would be funny.
Different franchise.
Yeah, right.
Oh, darn.
They got to pay some money for
Oh,
that.
darn. But, dude, just to see that trailer and how they had like a bunker set up, like a little war zone facility, ready to go, trying to take back their own park.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah. It looked like they're storming the beach with their
Yeah,
their
dude.
technology or whatever. and
Exactly, their
coming
own
to take the park back.
technology. And then just to know that the savage Indians are still out there, like no one has control over those guys.
Well, what I
Native
kind of read
Americans.
was that the park's shut down and they obviously have control, the robots. So anybody that's in the park currently, they can't get out, obviously. So,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
I like that.
So and then what I read was if the first season was about the maze of the park, this one's about the door, and that's what Jonathan Nolan said. This was about the door, and then nothing really like more than that.
Yeah.
Just as like a little teaser. So yeah, interesting. Don't know what that
Puzzles
means. but-
within the show.
Oh, totally.
Oh,
Puzzles
definitely.
and puzzles.
The show contains a lot of puzzles because, like,
Just like their advertising.
Yeah, just to go back and rewatch it because, like, when I was going through season 1 and I watched every episode the first time around, I watched it to enjoy it, but then I have to watch it the second time to actually break it down and go rewatch the editing themselves because sometimes they edit it just to a certain point to where it makes you question: is Dolores in a flashback or is she in the current time? When she freezes up, and then you see her talk to James Marsden's character or White Hat or Black Hat.
Bernard.
Yeah, and it just keeps switching back and forth throughout, and I'm like, man. But I was wondering, do you think there's a hidden android of Anthony Hopkins somewhere in the park? Because he allowed himself to get killed so easily. I'm wondering if there's a backup.
I'm
of
sure
him.
there's got to be a backup. I don't think they would ixnay his character off.
yeah. Plus, you have Anthony
too important,
Hopkins.
I
You're not
think.
going to let that
That actor
caliber
go.
of an actor just go that easily.
That's what I'm saying.
It did show, didn't it show the little boy? That's basically him as a kid, I think, right?
Yes.
And he was dead on the ground, right? Yeah. So it looks like all hell's breaking loose. Obviously, Dolores looks like a badass. Everybody's Everybody's gunning for their life.
I want to see more of Ed Harris as the Man in Black.
love
I want
the
to
Man
see
in Black.
because just
He's my favorite character.
that
He was
final
my
moment
favorite.
where he just smiles when he realizes
yeah.
what's going on. Like
He's
I
like,
want
oh,
to see
game
him just
on.
like,
That's
yes.
what he wanted. He wanted the
So-
real version.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer yet because
Do you want to?
not particularly.
Right now?
I don't mind going like if it's a good trailer. Like after I watch the first episode or something, I'll go back. It's fun.
Gotcha.
I don't think this trailer really gives away too much. It's more like scenes of chaos.
Yeah.
It's just
Really?
cutscene
Show
after
you-
cutscene. They
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
it's kind of-
continuity.
And the music, heart-shaped
It's like,
box,
God,
piano
pretty
style.
shot,
It's
pretty
so
shot,
good.
pretty shot, pretty shot. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
just-
it's
So
not much of
maybe
a
I'll watch
story
it.
trailer. It's more like visual. Like this is what to
This
expect.
is
So
a teaser.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, super
HBO
excited for
does
it.
it right. I mean, the fact that this is in their hands and not, somebody who's going to try to milk it for 8
CW?
seasons, and I'm talking to you, Walking Dead, and not they're going to get the highest quality cast. I mean, Ed Harris is amazing in this.
good.
I love it, and Rachel Wood and homeboy Jeffrey Wright, like most underrated actor in my opinion. I love that guy. Guy plays Bernard.
Yeah,
That guy, he's always like the best side character in every possible movie. Where like, why isn't this guy like carrying his own film? He's so good.
Yeah.
I
Can't think
wait.
of his
I'm
name,
excited.
but the white hat character, he's pretty good too.
Yeah,
I always think of the
it's
milk
always
guy.
something
Yeah.
James Marsden, is that?
No, the before.
No, the guy that
turns
into the Man in Black.
Young
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
in Black. He's a character on it. It's always
That's-
sunny in Philadelphia.
I gotta watch the first season again. It was so good.
I know. I gotta watch it again too.
So do you guys watch it? Do you wait and kind of binge it, or do you guys watch
No.
week by
Oh,
week?
no.
I watched it week to
I had to
week,
watch
so
it.
it was like
Week by week.
It's old school.
it was so
Yeah.
good. Like just
That way-
talking about it,
That way we can
theorizing.
theorize every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how are we gonna do it now then? Because we record on Sundays. Do we watch it?
when is
record?
it out on Sundays?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out on
Oh,
Sunday.
fuck.
On 22nd.
That's gonna be an interesting conundrum.
Stay tuned.
We'll have to figure this out, guys.
We might have to, I don't know,
Right.
record and then add it on to the week after.
Yeah, but busy day, boys.
I don't know. Maybe that'll
Or-
be some post editing.
because we could do like a week later because then other people would have watched it too. instead
But
of-
Yeah.
if we watch it on HBO
More
Go,
We don't want to do it like the Super Bowl coverage though.
yeah.
Well, no. What I'm saying is,
True. Well, that's
like,
different though, right? That's a live
since
event.
we all have the app, right? Like, say if we watch it at Flex's house, if you're cool with it, because you have HBO Go, right?
Yeah.
It'll drop at 6 o'clock, so we can watch it and then record.
Or we can record there if you guys want to. That
That's
way
what I'm saying.
can
We
just
can
go straight to
record
it.
there.
Huh? Maybe.
Record his place.
We'll
'Cause,
figure it
I was
out.
going to
We'll figure
suggest
something
maybe
out.
just recording everything in one batch. Like we could do the review, like do one thing and then go into the show and just edit it as a separate thing. Maybe release it as its own standalone
Yeah.
thing.
We'll definitely
Yeah,
come
that's
back and
not a
talk
bad
to you
idea.
about this.
Yeah,
could.
yeah, why
Yeah,
not? Then you could drop that like
we
We'll
could do
figure
little
it out.
5-minute segments just on each episode.
Because you could drop a normal episode on Tuesday and then maybe like on Thursday or Friday you could drop the episode
Yeah.
review for Westworld, something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe.
Why not?
Nofa
Okay.
world.
Right? We're taking
Because no
over.
one fucking agrees on the theories.
That's right.
Oh, dude.
I'll leave this one
Oh, I
with.
thought you meant we couldn't agree on when we were going to actually record it.
Exactly.
We'll leave this topic with a quote off the bottom of the Westworld promotional poster. It says, "We're not broken, you are. Any pieces you leave behind belong to us now. All of us are here for you."
Wow.
Savage.
Creepy.
Yeah, right.
So creepy.
Should be good. And then total side note, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Will Smith took the android that Sophia on a
the
date.
creepy one. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Did y'all see that? It was creepy
I
as
saw
well.
that video. It was so bad.
Yeah, you know Sophia the android?
Yeah.
the self-aware
Yeah,
talking
the
android.
self-aware. Yeah, Will Smith went on a date with her. And it was very, very awkward.
Yeah, because he's trying to
Super
lead for a
awkward.
kiss. He's like,
God.
we
What?
are better off as friends.
It was totally staged, you
Yeah,
could tell.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But
He-
it was
he was being funny.
very
It
awkward.
was funny,
And
but
then she
creepy.
brought up like iRobot and how he felt about robots and stuff. I was like, oh my god.
That's
I'm going to have to find that. I didn't see
Yeah, it
that.
was pretty clever.
Did she acknowledge that he's a married man and why is he on a date? With
They said-
Well, apparently she's not very aware, so we need to work on this.
Good.
All right. So our big final topic, I think.
Are we there?
Yes.
Are we there yet?
There yet?
So the more successful you become, it seems, the more haters that you draw, and that could be in movies, games, esports, anything,
Everywhere.
everywhere. This
I know the
happens.
feeling, man.
Because all the naysayers,
You know,
so easy.
Eddie's so popular.
The
I'm
more
super
buff and
popular.
popular Eddie gets, the more chicks that he's getting on these dating apps.
Oh, God.
It's a bad evil cycle, right, Eddie?
Eddie's easily the most popular guy in the show. We're getting
Oh,
so much hate
no.
mail because of this guy.
Probably.
This is your fault.
So
Sorry.
do we officially call you otaku?
Otaku?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I really thought you were going to.
I wish I got that reference. What?
What?
It's a Japanese nerd.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Do you want to explain to them?
Simplest name.
No.
He's been
Being
Mexican,
obsessed
he
with
goes,
stuff like anime and manga and all the figurines and all that crap.
You get a lot of haters.
I don't. I was just kidding. I'm not that popular. Turns out. Can't imagine why.
I don't know.
I mean, you're definitely kid friendly. We know that for sure.
Sort of.
I don't know if that has to do with anything, but okay.
Wait, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. 'Cause he's a dad. He's kid friendly. Like he's gonna
We are way off topic.
You do drive a van.
SUV. Excuse me.
Digress.
Anyways,
okay.
back to the topic at hand.
So one of the articles that I saw was specifically for a Smash Brothers 4 player, the top player in the world. He got so many, death threats and hate mail and all this kind of stuff that he was forced
What?
to retire basically early.
Really?
Oh.
And that kind of thing, seems to be more rampant in like the esports arena. If you end up being like the top guy or the top team, you seem to get a lot of more just random hate from people just because you're that top dog.
yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And I think that's could be any kind of top position.
It's also easier to get a hold of these the esports people because their whole thing is being on the
yeah,
internet.
the media. Right?
Yeah,
It's super
exactly,
easy
so-
for people to troll online, and that's a lot of these haters are just trolls. But still, it's easy to get it out
Oh, yeah.
there.
And
Do you know the guy from Walking Dead, the one that plays? Oh my god, the mullet dude that makes the bullets and stuff.
yeah,
Eugene.
redhead.
Eugene. Yeah. He actually went off social media for a while now because all the death threats he received. And it's like, because he was talking on the Talking Dead. He's like talking about how it's getting ridiculous. He's just an actor doing his job. Like, why be so mean to him on social media? Like, dude, he's just here as an
Why
actor.
was he getting death threats? So like over the rest of the cast.
They
People
chose
didn't like
him.
his character.
Yeah,
or-
they were lashing out at him because he joined Negan.
Oh, see, I
like
don't watch
he's a-
Walking Dead anymore,
Okay,
so
okay,
I-
yeah.
Like you're a traitor on the show,
don't
so
care.
you
Yeah,
suck.
So, anyways, what inspired this whole topic for me was, instead, I work at a high-profile restaurant on the Strip. I'm not going to say specifically where, but it's under a celebrity chef who's everywhere right now. You can go on Netflix.
It's
Yes.
McDonald.
Yeah, that guy, Mr.
Wait,
McDonald.
not the Burger King?
I know, Mr. Fandango.
Yeah. But anyways, this celebrity chef is everywhere right now. He's on pretty much. I've seen him on so many talk shows. He has multiple like series on Netflix. So, anyways, with that, we've noticed an abundant like increase in just negative reviews. Not focused necessarily on having a bad experience with us per se. It's more or less discrediting what we're known for. So whatever popularity we've grown based off, like with our dishes, like you get a lot of good feedback on them. Now people are just going there and just tearing it down.
Just bashing it
Yeah,
straight
just be
up?
like, it's not as good as they say. It's like, don't believe all the hype, that kind of stuff. Rather than being like, I was here and I had a bad time. It's more, no, they just want to tear it down. For
It's not that they had bad
Sounds
service.
rude.
Yeah,
It's just
and-
that they want to write a negative
and-
review.
Yeah, just for the hell of it, just to tear down something that's popular.
It kind of reminds me of Rotten Tomatoes is kind of getting it's like some people write a negative review just to drop it from 100% to 99
Yeah,
or whatever.
just
like
to
that.
troll,
Just to just to give it a slight scar or whatever.
Yeah, and so that's what kind of got me thinking. Is like, what is it do you think really makes people just want to just tear something down? I mean, and especially nowadays with social media being so able
prevalent.
to, yeah, exactly. Everybody has a voice nowadays.
Yeah,
Everyone
and
has a
an
soapbox
anonymous
saying
voice that you can
Anonymous
just
voice, yeah.
put up whatever garbage you want and people have to listen to you.
Yeah, because again, in my experience in the service industry, for instance, I've dealt with people who just like won't say what's wrong. If I'm with them in person, they won't have anything to say.
Well, no,
but
'cause they're
come
a
later
coward.
on the day, that person's online talking all kinds of mad shit. But when I ask, "How is everything? Is everything fine?" Like, "Oh, we're fine."
Yep.
Nothing. Speak up. If you have a problem, say something. Don't take this little bitch method
Exactly.
and wait 6 hours later to go write something in
I
anonymity.
can't stand that.
Yeah,
Being
it's like
anonymous.
mistakes wrong. Let me know. I'll go get you a better thing.
Or it's not my fault that you want your steak well done, You know, I didn't know you want to order that way or the wrong way. It's not my fault.
Can I get some ketchup with that?
Oh God! Don't you dare say that in this house.
I just got to work. I'm
Get
not
out
going
of
to talk
here.
about food anymore, but that was just my example. But like I said, we could apply this to anything.
Yeah, like,
You know,
like I
Definitely.
said, like it could happen to pretty much anything. Like I'm a Cowboys fan. Like they spent 20 odd years in the playoffs, and they became America's team. And you either love them or hate them, right? So same thing with the Patriots. You know, they've been on top for so long that people love them or hate them.
Catching
You know?
something.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is.
I'm just saying. That's my.
it's
that's
a
an
great
example I
example,
take
yeah.
dear to heart because I have to defend him every day. So.
Okay. Let me ask you this: What's tougher, defending the Cowboys or defending BVS?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Well,
Got to be defending
know,
the Cowboys.
Cowboy.
Because I mean, they suck every
At-
year, so you
at
have
le-
to, consistently like defend them. Whereas BVS was out and now gone, and so you don't have to defend it as much.
Yeah.
And I've already
I'm sorry,
defended
I'm
that
sorry.
like way too much in the last
the thing
week.
is the
That's
Cowboys is this ongoing franchise that was successful and does what it does right, and BVS doesn't. Anyway,
sure.
So yeah, speaking of that, you can also talk about how popular BVS was, and that's why people like to hate on it. So it's all in how you want to see it. So ease off your BVS talk there, Edward.
What?
You won. Let it die.
I was just commenting. I didn't bring it up.
It's just another example of what
Do
we're
it for
talking about.
Martha's
Though.
sake. Okay? Just do it
God,
for Martha's
leave
sake.
that dead horse in the ground. Jesus Christ.
No, I want to put it in Adam's bed. We gotta send a message.
Fucking put it in an urn. We can put it on a shelf and fucking look at it later. Anyways.
No, but again, we come from the dude. Seriously, the idea of everyone having a soapbox, it's horrible because some people really don't deserve a soapbox at all. You know what I mean? Or also, on the flip side, like, there are people out there that do give out good reviews and positive reviews, but it's hard to outweigh the good stuff when there's so much more bad stuff. It's so much easier to just be negative all the time.
That's one thing you can say that like about our news. Nobody focuses on whenever something great happens. We always focus on like, oh, massive
All the
tragedy,
negative
shooting.
stuff.
Like that's all that ever headlines anything. There's never a positive thing. If there's anything positive, it's briefly talked about and that's it. We are just gravitate towards negativity and everything that's wrong, as opposed to like trying to find the bright side of things. So I'm just wondering, what's up, people?
Right? the what's the proper term? The cynicism or the cynicalness?
Yeah, being
Yeah, a
cynical.
little bit of both.
Cup 3/4 empty.
It's called being a cynical asshole. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
none of us would know anything about that.
No,
Why are you looking at me?
no,
What?
No,
no,
I'm just kidding.
No, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
There's always going to be the nonconformists that are out there. I think of that South Park episode, where the goth kids are, making fun of all the people who, like a certain thing. And I feel like everyone's got an opinion. And now that we have so many outlets to give our opinion, people love to troll. People love to fuck with each other. And it's going to happen. When you have more exposure, you're going to get more people who are going to speak up about it. And it's funny you mentioned, the guy you work for, Felix, or the restaurant you work at, but like, I've never seen anything of his. Like, I didn't even know who this was. I was like, oh, yeah. But I feel like as you grow and get older, you start to get to that point where you're like, you can start to look at things objectively. Look, Eddie turned me on to a anime, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Eddie? Okay, so, and I didn't like it, but I don't need to dog it. I didn't give it a fair shot, so I can't really dog it, but like, there's no reason for me to like
exactly.
bag on it incessantly. I gave him a little razz real quick when I started it, but beyond that, like, I'm not going to dig on this thing. Maybe I don't like it, but I don't need to go into Facebook and be like,
gotta
this is
tear
the
it
worst
down.
piece of
Yeah.
crap ever. Who makes this? Blah, blah, blah. Like, who cares? Like,
I can't believe
nobody
anybody
wants
likes
to hear
this
from
shit
you.
movie.
Yeah, right? Like, give it a
If
rest.
you like this movie, you don't know anything about good movies.
And I feel that way about movie critics in general. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
no one cares. Like, let everybody make up their own mind and keep your opinion to yourself. If you want to talk about it with your friends and give factual based, like, okay, this is what I saw and this is why I didn't like it, but just to hate on it, it gets old. I get tired of hearing that.
Actually, funny story that happened to me the other day. I got trolled because on the Instagram post, CW announced that Arrow got renewed for another season, and I simply typed the word "why." God, why?
Oh no.
And then someone responded, "Because they have class. That's why."
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah,
Yeah. They're claiming Arrow is a classy show, right? So I responded with, well, if you want a show with class and actually have to think about it, you should go watch Westworld. And I tagged Westworld in it.
There you go. Good job.
I was very polite. I want to delete the profile of the person that was trolling me. And of course, it's like a level below the millennials. So I was like, yeah, you don't know what's going on. You don't have taste yet.
Yeah, I don't have time to argue with you.
Yeah, I ain't got time for you.
Well, that's where it's like they're not even talking about the show at that point. They're insulting you, basically implying that you don't have class because you don't
even hating on
you
the
don't
show, they're
understand
hating on
why
Sam.
you. Yeah, exactly. You're like, wait, what? I wasn't talking about you. That's hurtful.
The trolls have gone past the show, and now they're trolling on Sam.
I think that's another thing too, is that like most trolls, they don't even focus on what the actual subject matter is. They want to just hit people behind the scenes, like, oh, well, this guy's involved, so this is gonna be the worst thing ever. Like, and we're all
Right,
guilty of that
right.
too. You can say that, like, if we see Michael Bay, like, oh
My
okay,
God,
it's gonna be
this
that
can
kind of
suck,
movie,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I just think it's not fair that people don't even give the product a chance. They just immediately look just a troll. Yes.
Wasn't Michael Bay a producer on A Quiet
Yes,
Place?
he was.
That was one of our
was.
jokes. We saw
Very
his name
ironic.
pop up, and I was
Where all
like,
the explosions-
what the?
This movie's way too subtle for you.
I was like, there was no explosions. Well,
There's no transforming robots.
There were fireworks. I mean,
that's true.
got
I guess.
like an explosion.
Whoa. Spoilers for Adam. He doesn't know about the fireworks.
That was
I
in the
can't say
trailer, I
fire.
think.
They show that in the preview. And
Yeah.
there's fireworks going off in the
Fireworks.
preview.
Whoa!
Oh,
Big plot hole.
hidden
Well,
meaning.
Zombie
This
Land.
whole
This takes
movie
place
is
around
about
4th of July,
fireworks.
Independence Day.
Welcome to Earth.
we will not.
That's the only dialogue you hear in the movie.
The best.
A reference to Will Smith.
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, he does the whole speech and everything.
What was it, Idris Elba? Today we cancel the apocalypse.
Today? No, I'm not gonna do it.
That was a fun. They actually. We haven't all seen. I don't want to spoil that. Damn it, we haven't all seen Pacific Rim yet. But they mentioned that in the second one, which I loved. They mentioned his
The
speech.
speech?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
You
Well,
guys need to watch it. It's good.
I'll get to it eventually.
Yep. Got to find some time for the movies.
It's hard.
Well,
I got a lot of,
we'll
I got a lot
go
of
to
sitting
your
around
job.
to do.
We'll go to your job and tell them that you need a second day off.
Yeah. Somebody
Tell
give this
them.
man a day off.
Oh, I got to talk to the boss tomorrow. No one. All right. What else we got to say on this topic? We got other
Stop
examples.
hating on people. Be nice. It's not
Haters
hard.
gonna hate.
Don't be
Takes-
hating.
It takes more effort to be angry about stuff than to just let it go.
Yeah. It's very much like a high school mentality. Just about like just trying to be too cool for anything. Like it's like with music too. It's like as soon as a band blows up too big, it's like, oh, they sold out. Like, well, good for that band
Yeah.
for making them buck.
Money.
You know, being a musician
Isn't
is
that the
not
whole-
a very profitable job
Isn't
unless
that
you're
the whole-
successful.
Isn't that
Trust
the whole
me.
fucking goal.
You would sell out too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, me and Adam had so many conversations. Like,
Right.
if we ever wrote anything or made a graphic novel, like if it makes money, sell out in a heartbeat.
We're gonna
Just
turn
give
this
us a big
into.
paycheck.
We're gonna take your vision and turn it into something terrible.
How much?
How much?
You're gonna give me $5
Oh, okay.
million for that?
Have fun.
As soon as our domain name is worth enough, we're gonna sell this fucking channel. And we're gonna have a new name.
Bye,
So,
everyone.
Bye. Bye, Nofa.
Yeah, look out for a new
We'll be
title.
the Lufa.
No falufa. Yes. Well, wait. We gotta go find to see if it's cheap. Then just buy it real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on to it.
Well, what about the 17 other versions of the name that we had before we got to
that we
Nofa?
argued about for 3 weeks. We would have had more episodes, guys, but we had to decide on a name.
Sorry.
And as our title and name kind of implies, no one fucking agrees.
Exactly. That's why it works out perfectly.
I actually appreciate it. So shout out to, Chess Talk with Mr. Felix being on it this week. I appreciated the knowledge that they had on listening to our show and actually thinking that our show had multiple name meanings and
They dove
I
into it,
appreciate
huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
They know the
they know
lore.
the history.
Yeah. Thank you for thinking we're good. Thank you so much.
I appreciate.
Hey, all of it goes to Adam, okay? Because he actually edit
Thank
to
you for
make us sound good.
Yes. Oh my god.
Thanks for the ego boost.
Yeah, massive fucking
I-
head on this guy right now. Jesus. His headphones barely fit anymore.
I'll come down here in a moment when Sam's quiz starts because we're about to get wrecked.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, Sam. So this quiz we were supposed to do last week, but we skipped it.
Yes.
In partial because it was so damn difficult. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, Sam, give us a rundown. What are we in
Remember,
store for?
You guys like Bloodborne, right? Everyone here likes
This is
Bloodborne.
very different.
Yeah. Not
Listen,
really.
listen.
I platinumed that thing a long time ago.
Yes. I wish that was true.
Yeah, my reflexes aren't going to save me here, I don't think.
Well, the premise of the game is that these are actors, but they've been in Marvel or DC movies. I'll name their character. You just gotta figure out what movie that I'm talking about.
Okay, but if you say the character, you're going to say the modern incarnation, right? Like if you say Joker, you're not going to be thinking about Jack Nicholson, right?
No.
Okay.
It's all
Even though I
modern.
don't acknowledge Jared Leto.
This isn't a quiz to read Sam's mind.
But wasn't
what do you?
That
which
is part of
Batman
it.
are you
wasn't the
feeling?
hard part of your quiz is that you're naming them? You're
Like character,
you're like,
not actor.
You're like Joker, and then whatever
Alfred,
character, yeah, and then it's like
You
it's
get
not
to
the
figure
characters
out
that
which one are-
the movie that they're in together.
Yeah.
So give us
It's
give
like-
us a,
You
give us a
fucker.
sample
It's
question.
like a difficult
So,
version of 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Got
Right.
it.
Give us the sample one.
Give us an example.
The
please.
sample one was named the 2015 movie that involves Groot and Alfred trying to protect the world, but halfway through it, Frodo shows up to help out too.
It was
That
that
was
witch
like-
movie, right?
Oh my god, there's so many questions
This
in
is
this question.
this was the last Witch Hunter, or
Last
This is like a Westworld trailer,
Yes.
man.
but like
You got to decode it.
no.
It was the
Come on,
last
let's-
Witch Hunter, right?
Yes, it was the
Yes.
last Witch Hunter.
It was the
To
last
be
Witch
correct.
Hunter.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's just do this. Balls out.
Okay, so I get it. So you're
Yeah.
not naming
Yeah.
the actor,
We
you're
can- we
naming
can figure
the
this out.
character, and
Okay.
it's a
It won't be
different
so,
movie
like-
altogether.
It won't be such a fast
It won't
ringing
be.
from Eddie, so we'll get time to think about it.
This one is a fair chance for everyone. Eddie
Yeah,
doesn't get a
everyone listening can play along.
win. Okay, here's the first question. Shouldn't be too bad. All right. So it's a 2008 film starring Hawkeye, the Falcon, and also the Wasp. And the premise of the film is that Hawkeye goes around and disarm bombs.
Gagne.
Mission Impossible.
Oh,
I forgot we have to say fucking names.
That would be the Hurt Locker.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Enjoy your.
Well, I didn't. I was way off anyway.
I had that one way early on. I just couldn't think of the damn name.
I didn't. I totally forgot the other two were in
All
there.
right, so that's 1 point Gagne.
Okay. This is not going to end well.
Yeah, this is gonna
I
start.
already hate
This
That's
is gonna be
that's
bad.
the name of the game. It's called.
I want to
It's
make
Not Gonna End
Eddie
Well.
feel like I felt after the
On the last
video
one.
game quiz.
Already
Let's do this, Gagne.
Okay. This one, I'm pretty sure a lot of folks didn't watch it, but it's
Great.
a
Oh, great. Yeah, we're
Good
off to a
start.
great start, yeah.
yay 2014 romantic comedy film
Oh, yeah.
starring
That's what we know.
Captain America, the Falcon, and also Venom, Eddie Brock, but from Spider-Man 3.
No, god damn. Why? Don't call him Venom.
I'm just saying, that's the cast, okay? I didn't do this. It's the
Oh
way it
my
was
god!
cast.
What is that stupid movie called?
Okay, so I'm sorry. Say the people again.
Okay.
It's Captain America.
I know.
It's the
Captain America.
bird guy.
The Falcon, Venom, Eddie Brock from Spider-Man 3, and also to help you out, which probably wouldn't help you out, but it was Mr. Fantastic and Reed Richards was in it.
Okay, well, you say this is a romantic comedy. Give me a woman that's in this movie because
She's not.
She's not in there.
Yeah, she's not.
not in a Marvel movie.
God. All right, so these four
you
dudes are in a
missed-
romantic comedy together with no women.
There's a woman.
Hey,
in
they're
it.
all pretty. So
Anybody got it?
no idea. I have a it's stuck in my head, but I,
I have
can't
a,
think
I
of it.
have
It's
a
the one with
vision. I
Liam
think I know who
Neeson.
the-
Liam Neeson? That's not a movie.
No. I said the one with Liam Neeson.
Still not a movie.
I'm sorry, what was the last guy?
I don't think Liam does romantic comedies.
He's in one.
Sam,
I
was
think.
it the one that Anna
Okay.
Faris is in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't think of the title of the name. I know exactly the movie, but I literally can't think of it. I
No
can
clue.
picture all of the characters, but I didn't see
Everyone's
it.
getting mad at me.
I don't know.
It's playing it cool.
What is it? Playing it cool?
Ah, damn it.
Never heard of
I
it.
never
Never
saw
heard of
it.
Okay, sorry.
This
sorry.
is
All right, next.
I love this game.
this is the best.
Around.
Oh, actually, this one's a comic book movie from 2010, starring Gamora,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Heimdall, Captain America.
Adam.
Gagne.
No,
Yes, Adam.
No, I can't think of it.
Eddie. If he
Gagne.
doesn't-
No. Gagne came after. I was saying my name when Hoover said his name. Back off, Eddie.
Wow, the level of assault.
No, he can have it.
No.
I-
I'm just
I
fucking
like
with
charity.
you. I knew you
I
said
know.
your name.
Can't think of it anyway. Who?
And as I was saying, it was about CIA agents trying to get revenge.
Why can't I think today?
Superhero or comic book movie?
Yes.
It's a comic book
Yeah.
movie.
Damn it.
Hang on.
The Losers.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
He said his name.
okay.
I was just joking because
Okay.
he had already said his name, so I was like, just sliding it in there.
I'm sorry. What was the answer?
The Losers.
The Losers.
The Losers.
Didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
It was
Really?
good.
I liked
Yeah, it
it.
was
That
really
was a
good.
good action movie, dude. That was pretty fun. I
My
read
memory
the,
would work. Damn it. All right, go ahead.
Okay. The fourth question is going to be a 2007 animated film, okay, starring Professor Xavier, the older one we know, okay, with Captain America. And the hint is Heroes in a Half Shell. But you have to say the name properly.
Shit.
You have to say the name
Kanye.
properly. So go ahead, Eddie. Say
Yeah,
it
okay.
first.
The new TMNT movie? I have no idea.
Kanye.
Wasn't it just called TMNT?
Yes.
You piece of You fucking did that to fuck with me.
No, I did.
You're like, make sure
Make
you're
sure you do it right.
specific. And I'm like, was it? I mean, it's TMNT, but I was like, is it something else?
You can have a half a point, Eddie.
Patrick Stewart was in that.
You can have half my
was
point.
He was the main bad guy. And Captain America was Casey Jones.
I remember that part. But,
Okay.
All right.
And Buffy was April.
I didn't know that they had people in there. Like, I mean, like
Actual
like
voice
actual
actors. Oh
voice
my
actors
god.
or- not voice actors because they're just actors.
All right, this one's a older movie. Well, 2002 older. But it's a film based on a TV show franchise starring Professor X again and also Bane. And it's a sci-fi.
Which
TV
Professor
series.
X? The same one?
Yes,
Okay.
same one, sir. It's a sci-fi TV show. They made multiple movies throughout the years. The hint is sometimes they face the Borgs.
Eddie, Star Trek
Yes, which one?
72. I don't fucking know.
Just
Kanye.
called Star Trek.
Star Trek. Yeah, are you trying to trick me again?
No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not.
Next Generation.
The movie, because like there's multiple title. But it's the one with
Star Trek,
him and
a new
Bane.
adventure against the cyborg people in the attempt to get more money from this franchise that has been around for 15 years.
Wait, did you guys buzz in, Felix? Or
That wasn't it?
wait, Ganya, did you buzz in?
Yeah, I did, but I actually don't think I know the name of it now off the
Right,
top
is
of my
this-
head. I was going to say Into Darkness, but I don't think that's it.
Okay, I'll go.
That was one of the newer ones.
Is it Star Trek Insurrection or something?
Ooh, very close. Very close.
So let me have it.
So let me have it. What happened to Metroid, mister? You didn't let me have it, so
You
now.
put a whole new word before it.
It's
But you said a whole wrong title.
I give up. I don't think anybody else has it.
It's Star Trek Nemesis.
No.
Nemesis.
Okay. 2010, directed by Christopher Nolan, starring
Eddie,
Alfred?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Alfred, Bane, Scarecrow, Talia Ghul.
Kanye.
Fuck me.
Yes, Gagne.
Inception.
God
Correct.
damn it, mother. Beep, beep, beep.
Who got the keys to the Jeep?
So it's Gagne for everybody else nothing.
You're succeeding on your.
What's the mercy rule?
I don't know. I had like 14 points and we still kept
It
going.
was only 15 questions, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, we're stopping at 10 if nobody
Okay. All right, this one's gonna be fun. 2006 film featuring Wolverine, Black Widow, Batman,
Kanye.
and Alfred.
Gagne already rang
Go
it.
ahead. He already
All right,
rang it.
Gagne.
Don't give him the rest of the
The Prestige.
Yes,
You son of
that's
a
correct.
bitch.
Damn.
I actually like that
Gagne's
movie.
good at this game.
That was a
Yeah,
good one,
weird.
Could have said Tim Burry. Well, actually, no, never mind. He's not in there. I was thinking of the Illusionist. I'm like Edward Norton.
Also a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, 2007 cowboy western movie featuring Jor-El, The Blob, Batman,
Gagne.
and Angel.
Fuck.
Yes, Gagne.
310 to Yuma.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's man. I knew it as soon as you said Jarrell. I was like,
6 to
wait,
nothing.
was like, that guy's not alive. Oh, new Jarrell.
You mean Marlon Brando?
I was like, did
The
they
2006 movie?
they digitally put him in there? Superman Returns?
Some shitty version of what the hell was that Star Wars? That shitty CGI.
Oh my god. Okay.
Tarkin.
Tarkin, yes, Tarkin. Thank you.
2012 dramatic musical film, starring Catwoman, the current one, Jor-El again, and
Eddie.
Wolverine. Yes, Eddie.
Les Mis.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Eddie's on the board.
With
Nice
the
work,
thing
Edward.
that I have never seen,
A
but
musical.
I fucking knew. And it's
But you
definitely
knew
not
that.
my wheelhouse.
Impressive.
Musicals.
Suck it,
that's what we
Kanye.
know.
I feel like that one's like a cheap shot to you.
Yeah, that hurt.
He got one punch in.
All right. 2005 Ang Lee film starring the Joker from Dark Knight and Catwoman.
Kanye.
Oh, mother.
Yes, Kanye.
Broke back. I wish I could quit you, Mountain.
Now he's just showing off.
Wow.
I need pictures for this game, Sam.
Next time I'll make pictures. I'm sorry.
Flashcards. Come
Flashcard.
on, man.
And guy still probably win.
This guy and this guy. What movie they in?
Okay. 2005 film about an arms dealer, and now he's talking to the audience directly, starring Ghost Rider and the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Lord
Yes,
of
Adam.
War.
Yes.
Good
You're on the
movie.
board. Yay.
Woo!
High five.
I might get shut out on this one.
Okay. This one's a little more current. 2015 film starring Star-Lord, Bishop, and Kingpin.
Bishop.
Adam.
Oh,
Jurassic World.
Fucker.
No, motherfucker's not the answer. Adam, you are correct.
That's my answer for everything.
See, everyone's getting the hang of it now. You know, everyone's,
No, I still hate this game.
Because he got 0.
You got this one, Felix.
Okay.
You don't know me.
2013 sci-fi film starring Groot and Drax. And in the film itself, Drax is a mercenary hunting down Groot on a lost planet.
Eddie.
Felix.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Uh-oh, he's
Oh,
struggling.
no.
Uh-oh.
I forgot the name.
Felix.
Trying to think
Okay.
of
Gone,
what
yeah.
year did you say it was?
Hold on, Felix.
He gets one.
2013, Felix.
It's just called Riddick?
Yes.
Oh, he's on the board.
Yeah.
Welcome to the game.
Fuck. That was what I was gonna say, but I was like, "There's gonna be some
I know, I
subtitle."
was like, wait, which movie was it?
I should have went.
God,
with it.
you see the look on Eddie's face. He totally dropped the ball.
I was gonna say Riddick Into the Darkness
I was gonna say,
because
Motherfucker.
everything
The guy
was
with the
named
glowing
named that.
eyes. I don't know.
I was
what
gonna
it's
say
called.
Chronicles of Riddick for a second, but
I knew that was the second one. That's why I was like, I blanked on the third one. I was like, oh my god.
Okay. This one was a pretty well-established film in 2013. Drama starring Batman,
Which Batman?
the Dark Knight one, Lois Lane, the current one, Rocket Raccoon, Mystique, and Hawkeye. And it's a movie about a con man.
Kanye.
Fuck.
No, Eddie, that's not the answer.
I'm gonna just change my name to fuck. That's the only way I'm thinking out.
Yes,
American
Kanye.
Hustle.
Yes.
Yeah, good one.
Damn it, man.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. Eddie, I like your answer. Good hustle. Good hustle. Okay, last question. 2007 fantasy adventure film starring Daredevil, the Netflix version, the older Magneto, the Man of Steel, the Catwoman from Tim Burton, and Billy Russo from Punisher.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
Daredevil had a
Another
movie
thing.
career.
I've never seen him in anything.
In the film itself, the plot is about the guy trying to retrieve the fallen star for his lady to prove his love.
Oh, God. What is
Felix,
I didn't see it.
that's
Go-
Stardust. So,
Yes!
holy crap!
Nice.
Yes!
Wow.
I think yeah, okay, I remember that. Wasn't Claire Danes in that too?
Give yourself a pat in the back. Yeah. Well, yeah, but
Wow.
I can't use her.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
And then bonus question.
We're all angry.
Bonus question. Last and bonus question.
All right, for the win.
Please name the movie. No, Adam, that's not how it works.
This one's worth 10 points. Let's go.
Please name the movie franchise starring Groot and
Eddie.
Wonder Woman.
Is it Fast and the
not
Furious?
fuck. It's not
Kanye.
fuck.
Huh?
Yeah, yes, Eddie. Go ahead.
Fast and the Furious?
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Bonus points.
So that ends at Gagne 8, the rest of us 2.
Hey.
Wow.
We're tied for last, guys.
Yeah, we
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, I was just about to say. In this case, it's right.
We all tied for last.
Just change Eddie's name to fuck on there. Just change it to
Next
fuck.
time,
Correct.
I'm going to buzz in with fuck. It's the only way I'm going to get it out fast enough.
Well done, Gagne. Well played.
And then are we going to cover Eddie's quickies workout tips?
Oh, yeah. No, I wanted to just ask the listening audience if they would be interested in hearing about our nerdy journey into fitness. I'm going to try to get these guys into a better shape, and I wanted to know if you guys wanted to hear about
Excuse
it.
me,
Like
I'm happy with my shape.
round is a shape.
Hayden.
Call him out.
But no, but I want to know if you guys want to hear like 5 minutes of it on the podcast, or if we record little video clips, put it on YouTube or Facebook just to update people, because hey, nerds need to.
Nerds work out too.
Yeah, that's right.
Besides their thumbs and fingers.
Thumbs and fingers, but gotta get those wrists and arms, and
Yeah. It's all part of the same system.
yeah, we want to live longer.
I had a question for your workout tips.
Yeah.
So in your situation, does butter make it better?
I don't get the no.
How many sticks of butter do you put into your workout?
Into your workout
milkshake?
shakes.
If it's less than 1, you're not doing it right.
Do I want to follow your guidelines? Because it's just photos of you dying all the time.
No, but
I got nothing. I got nothing. Yes, come die with me.
Tips.
That's what.
He's the guy. He's been on a journey. So proud of you, man. Keep it
Yeah,
going.
thank you.
Definitely.
You're looking good, and whatever you're doing's working. So
Yeah, feeling good.
I will take your tips even off air.
Like
There you go.
like Marky Mark says in that movie, look good, feel good, and that's what the whole thing is.
So I want to thank you guys again for playing my sadistic movie trivia game that no one enjoyed except for Gagne, apparently. And Flex, good job on Stardust. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That pulled
Deep
that
cut.
right out of my ass.
I wish I recorded your guys' faces visually, just the torment. I feel like I captured everyone's look from Dark Souls.
Well, no, because I have a look of joy on my face when I'm playing that game. Most of the
That's a
time.
lie.
Most of the time.
Well, I mean,
There's moments.
You're yelling the same amount of F-bombs between that game and this one.
No, yeah, because I'm expecting to die. I didn't expect to die on the mic while to Gagne. Damn it. 8.
Go
Yeah,
Gagne! Woohoo! You won for once. You won.
I
You
get a
dominated,
medal.
bro.
Well,
Yes.
Gagne said he's making the next quiz up. So
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We made a list of champions yet. Who's won each game?
Not yet.
now we
One,
should have like a
I have-
board.
We
have
should, right? We need to have
Yeah.
like a little.
Bragging
Yeah,
rights.
we should have a dry race board in the back.
So we can
and
start
just keep a
hating on the
tally.
winner. Yeah.
Let's turn one of
More
Sam's figurines into a trophy or something.
Oh, dude, we should do that. We should totally grab like action figurines and have them represent us.
I mean, we're all gonna be Sid from Toy Story.
I have a little
Just
One Punch
maybe-
Man in my car.
Nice. All right, boys. What else we got on this? Wrap this thing up.
Thanks to all the new listeners. Really
Yeah.
appreciate the follows, the suggestions, the local businesses that we're visiting that are following us back and giving us some feedback. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Definitely. I've been enjoying the feedback a lot, especially the traffic through Facebook and Instagram. Way more feedback nowadays. I feel like the audience is getting more comfortable to talk to us.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah. Throw us some comments. Throw us some questions,
Yeah.
stuff you want us to read online. I'd love to like answer
Yeah,
questions from people.
Kevin's idea.
Oh yeah, the segment,
to like have a little segment where people bring us
a news article.
Any kind of question.
any kind of
or-
question or
Yeah, totally.
comment or something from the internet.
Yeah, we could
Well,
definitely
I
talk
mean,
about
it doesn't necessarily have to be a segment, but we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just
Like whenever
Yeah,
something
yeah,
when
we
it
can
happens.
totally
give us
mention it,
feedback and we'll
talk
just
about it.
talk about
Send
it.
us questions, anything. Like we'll answer anything.
Yeah, I'm an open book.
Seriously,
What
let's-
do you guys
wanna
want to
know?
plan out for the big debate for episode 20? Should we pick Last Jedi? Or should we let the audience pick? What we should debate for episode 20?
I saw Last Jedi, and I'm not like I liked it, but I'm not like I don't like it as much as you guys like BVS, and I don't hate it as much as I hate BVS.
So you're the moderator then.
I felt I could be the moderator.
I'm kind of right there with you though. Like I didn't love it enough to be like this is the greatest thing ever, and I didn't really hate it either. I'm kind of right there in the middle. So I guess one of us could play devil's advocate, but
Did you see it yet, Sam?
No.
Not yet.
no.
Well, we have to brainstorm then on a movie that we really feel passionately about, one way or the other.
Anchorman 2.
Well,
Handicap
Garbage.
match.
Ghost Rider
versus the
never
world.
seen that movie.
Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like Will Ferrell, so he'll be on my team.
No, we can do Ghost Rider, right? We can do Ghost Rider.
I never saw it.
Does anybody actually like that movie?
I feel like my face is on
Seriously?
fire.
Yeah, we have to be able to argue for it.
I'll argue for any Nicolas Cage movie.
Any of them.
Including the Wicker
I
Man?
mean, yes, especially the Wicker
Actually,
Man.
there's some funny things in there. Bear suit punching one.
Fine,
That's
fine,
not
fine.
funny. Sorry.
Guys, next
No,
time.
it's hilarious.
That's not a funny thing.
Next time we'll just
Especially
argue.
when you add the Falcon Punch sound effect
Oh,
to every
geez.
time he punches a
better.
woman.
Hang on, Eddie. Next time we'll just argue about Piccolo being the best father.
But there's no argument.
Change my
It's
mind.
like literally facts.
yeah.
Goku gone, Piccolo there.
Wait, didn't you want to? Sorry, back into subjects. Did you want to do a giveaway this week?
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Yes.
I got a sweet Venom teaser poster that we can give out, and or a digital code for
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049.
I haven't even seen that movie.
Why
You
don't we make
guys,
that a
you guys
poll?
are gonna get a gift,
So we might throw up a poll, do something online for you guys.
and whoever rides it better gets the movie.
Wow. Wow.
Like a stripper, not like.
Like a stripper? Okay, that's even better. And then henceforth,
gonna leave.
your HR nightmare.
Let's see if the Broder clan continues their luck.
Yeah.
I know.
True,
right?
true enough. So
random-
look online for the next giveaway. And then check us out next week for episode 14. Thanks, everybody, for listening. You can find us on all of the podcast stuff. We actually are on YouTube now. So
We are?
check us out
Yes.
there. Leave us some comments there. Yeah.
And Twitch.
And
Oh, we have a
Twitch. We
Twitch
have a
channel.
Twitch channel. We're going to be
Let
running
Felix
some
know
games.
how much he shreds and how good he does.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Be gentle. My feelings are sensitive.
Oh, he's modest. It's kick ass.
But thank you,
Yes.
sir.
There you
Appreciate
go.
it.
And we're going to exit the show with that awesome music right about now. Thanks, guys.
Right here.
Later.
Peace out.
I